Hey guys, this is Nicole Weaver. This is my Portfolio 1 progress presentation, so let's get into it. So overall, I wouldn't say that I'm necessarily unsatisfied with my performance in this course. However, I also wouldn't say I'm necessarily 100% satisfied with my performance in this course either. I definitely feel like I grew in the aspect of like my graphic design skills and techniques, and that's awesome. But I also really struggled when it came to editing audio and video assignments like this one. It's not necessarily my forte, nor is it something that I actually really enjoy doing. And I feel like had I dedicated a little bit more of my time to perfecting those kinds of skills, if I had dedicated more of my time to perfecting my skills in editing audio and video, I would have been a little bit more satisfied with my overall performance. So when I originally set the SMART goals for this course, I dedicated all 3 of them to improving my graphic design skills and learning new techniques and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that that's necessarily wrong of me to have set, but I definitely wish that I had dedicated at least one of them to learning how to better edit audio and video, just based off of, the areas that I excelled in and the areas that I struggled in this class. I really had no issue with the graphic design portion, but when it came to editing assignments like these, I definitely struggled and found myself having to, Google a lot of different things, like how do I do this, how do I do that? So I definitely need to improve in that regard. Overall, I would say that my efforts in this class were supported by my drive and my willingness to learn. I think that when I had an idea that I wanted to incorporate into an assignment, I did a really good job at figuring out how to execute those ideas. But I would also say that my efforts were kind of sabotaged by my stubbornness and lack of ability to kind of really be real with myself, like setting goals for areas that I would like to improve on versus areas that I need to improve on. So definitely, after critiquing my performance in this class, I definitely plan to redirect my work towards editing audio and video. That's definitely something that I need to improve on. So for future portfolio assignments, I definitely plan to refocus my efforts by kind of sitting down with myself and figuring out what areas I definitely lack in still as far as like my expertise goes. And, just kind of being real with myself and figuring out what goals that I have set are necessary versus what goals are kind of extra and supplemental. So now that we've covered my overall progress in this course, let's see how I did with my individual goals that I set for myself. So the first goal that I set was to learn how to use Photoshop to create fashion flats and other lookbook elements. And the deliverable that I said I would deliver was an image of a garment with at least 3 different pattern variations. And as you can see here, I definitely exceeded my original standards that I set for myself. So I would definitely say that I passed and achieved this goal. The second goal that I set for myself was to learn how to use Illustrator for making visually appealing infographics. So I kind of tweaked this goal towards the end and changed it to learning how to use Illustrator for making visually appealing graphics. And I definitely feel like I achieved this goal as demonstrated by the logo here. I definitely plan on using this in future works and different self-branding opportunities in the future. The third goal that I set for myself was to learn how to use Illustrator for making isometric designs. And again, I kind of tweaked this towards the end and changed it to isometric text designs because I felt like the isometric design tutorials were all pretty simple, and I wasn't really totally satisfied with the overall graphic that you would end up with. So, but based off of this deliverable, I definitely feel like I achieved this goal as well. And there you have it. That's my Rise Progress presentation for the Portfolio 1 module. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Hopefully I didn't mess up too much, and I'll see you in the next video assignment.